Good morning, everyone. My name is Omolaja from Eleyele Secondary School. I'm in SS1 and I'm 13 years old. Today's of my story is Destiny Upper. You will all agree with me that a destiny upper is a need and not a want in life. A destiny upper is needed to help one walk far and faster in life. This is a story of a girl named Ebuka Amarachi. She's 13 years old and an orphan. Her parents were killed right in front of her 3 years ago when her family were victims of armed robbery. The robbers came asking for money, but they had nothing to give because they were very poor. When her parents died, life has been so hard for her. Since then, she regretted ever being born. That day she regretted ever being born. She thought that God existed no more. After what she faced as a little girl, she had to face another sexual assault from a so-called uncle of hers. She was in a sitting room that day cleaning when her uncle called her to come and make his bed for him. And that wasn't the first time she was doing it. So she went there and she was making the bed. But to her surprise, he grabbed her waist and pushed her on the bed. He started pleading, saying, Uncle Mark, please don't do anything. It is so wrong. But he didn't listen because he wanted to satisfy his own lust. But suddenly, he screamed her mother's name and left the room. Amara started thinking and asking herself what could have happened. But she couldn't figure out anything. Then Uncle Mark came back into the room and told her, Amarachi, you have to leave this house now. She had nowhere to go, but she knew that living in Uncle Mark's house was going to be very dangerous. Then she left. When she left, a few days later, she met someone else, Brasam. Brasam told her he was a car dealer and he lost his wife a few years back. He took her in, got her new clothes, got her an Android phone, and made sure she was fine. She was satisfied with everything Brasam provided for her and saw that her life was now making sense. But then, Brosam was a ritualist. He wanted to use her to renew his wealth. That day, he went to her room and injected her with a weakening medicine, but God was her strength. He took her to his power room and he was saying incantations, but she tried to escape. When she escaped, she ran as far as she could down the street to make sure she was far away from Brosam and didn't look back. But she noticed that someone was running after her and she stopped. And she said, Bros, how can I help you? And then the guy answered, I'm sorry, Auntie. I lost my transport fare and I need another one because I have to be in a place and it's very urgent. Then she told the guy, I'm sorry, I can't help. I don't have any money on me and I have to be in a place. Then she continued walking. But then she realized that she already lost, that her phone was missing. She searched her body and saw that she couldn't find her phone. Then she went back to the spot she met the guy and didn't see him. Then she realized that her phone has been stolen. She went to a corner and cried, thinking of how she would end her life, thinking of how miserable her life has been. She remembered the day her parents were killed in front of her, and she believed that she was going to end her life in a miserable way also. But then, a girl of her age came to her and asked her what happened. She told the girl how she lost her phone. Then the girl went and came back with another guy, Michael. The both of them were orphans, but they had responsible family members. They took her in and took care of her. After living with them for about 3 months, Michael introduced her to a man, Mr. Martins, and she worked at Mrs. Martins' jewelry store as a sales girl. Since then, her life has been making sense. Mr. Martins and Mrs. Martins were proud of her because she was disciplined and she was very hardworking. They asked her if she would like to continue her education. She said yes. They took her to a boarding school and she was one of the best students in that school. She wrote a scholarship examination and she passed. When she passed, she was so excited and thought that her life was making sense because